So today we will start crop production and management. So some of you can read this. Who will read? Tanisha, you can read the first paragraph.
Okay, ma'am. Paheli and Poochu went to their uncle's house during the summer vacation. Their uncle is a farmer. One day they saw some tools like cuts, stickers, shovels, plough, etc. In the field, you have learned that all living organisms require food. Plants can make their food themselves. Can you recall how green plants synthesize their own food? Animals, including humans, cannot make their own food. So where do animals get their food from? But first of all, why do we have to eat food? We already know that energy from the food is utilized by organisms for carrying out their various body functions such as digestion, respiration, and excretion. We get our food from plants or animals or both.
Okay. So this is a just general introduction. Okay. That why do we need food? Okay. Plants can make their own food. Okay. And we take it from plants, right? So directly or indirectly, we are dependent on plants to get our food. But why food is required? Because we need energy, and energy is taken, from food. Because we don't have, such systems where we stand in front of sun and we can directly conserve the energy, like plants. We can't do that, right? So we have to take the prepared food. So basically, if you start see the things, um, basically what is happening, energy is getting transformed, right? So energy was previously in the form of light which was coming from sun, right? So basically ultimately energy is coming from sun. Okay, that energy is being stored in some different form, some chemical form, some food, okay, some fruits or some vegetables, etc. Okay, in some other forms by certain organisms, okay, certain plants. Now the same food will be taken by us, and we will start, taking that energy, in another form, maybe heat or some other form which you will study in high classes, and we will utilize it for some other purpose. So the whole process is basically, you know where energy is, going from one step to another step. you know one when we will study, the system where, plants are there, and like grasses are there, then grasses are being eaten by grasshoppers. Okay, then grasshoppers are being eaten by some other animal, then it is being eaten by snake and some, like eagle. So many such links are there, one after other. you know One organism eats another organism in a chain like manner. Okay, so basically what happens, the energy in the sun gets first stored, in plants. Okay, and then that energy gets transferred to another, animal. Okay, and then it will go to another animal. So basically this energy transfers through food. This food for herbivores is, some vegetable, plants, etc. And for carnivores it is animals, right? So this food is required because we need energy, okay, for our maintenance. Since we all need food, how can we provide food to a large number of people in our country? Okay, so now that's why requiring food, okay, for our personal need is the basic, basic understanding. But now what we are talking about, how we can provide sufficient food for all our country people. So when we talk like this, there is a term comes, that is the management. Okay, how we can manage the food, okay, or any particular service to many people, right? So in order to provide food for a large population, the regular production, proper management, and distribution is necessary. How many things are necessary? First is production of it. Second, proper management is required. And third is, okay. So three things are required, right? Regular production, then proper management, and then equal distribution. So what is the important points in these three terms? Production means why regular? It's not like once we had like we do production and then it's stopped. Then we won't be equally provide, then we won't be satisfy the, satisfy people with the food. Okay, all people. Then what is the meaning of management here? Management means the produced, material should be kept properly. Okay, and we have to check that how much production is happening, what is lacking, what is the quality of product, how we can improve the quality of product. Okay, so all those things comes under management. And what is distribution? Distribution means like if we have 100 people and if I have 100 bananas, I have to give one banana to everyone. Okay, so that is normal meaning of distribution. So here distribution means basically to provide the particular product to everyone in a very good condition, so that all the all basic things like how it should be packaged, how it should be transported, what all factors can actually uh, ruin it, what all factors can actually degrade the quality of product in storing and distributing the things. So all those things will come under these three topics when you will study in higher classes. Okay, so now we'll see what different agricultural practices are there. Okay, so till 10,000 BCE, people were nomadic. They were wandering in groups from place to place. That is the meaning of nomads. Nomadic means people who don't have their a fixed shelter. Okay, they wander from one place to another place in groups, and because they don't have food and shelter, so in search of food and shelter they move. So they ate raw fruits and vegetables and started hunting animals for food. Okay, so later they could cultivate land and produce rice, wheat, and other food crops. Thus, agriculture was born. Okay, so this is the history. Anything comes in existence only when it is required. Okay, you will study even in higher classes in like in evolution, that through a long time frame, on a if you see on a long time frame, you will see that whatever things we use more, even our body parts or anything, that will develop more on a long run. And the things which you do not need, that slowly gets disappeared. And similarly, people who can actually search their food, and they can survive in you know mm, unfavorable conditions also, extreme conditions also, they actually form the new, they will remain there, they will exist. So here we are seeing people who are initially, they did not have anything, they didn't know. जब आप evolution देखोगे तो आपको पता चलेगा कि there were people जिनको कुछ नहीं पता था. slowly उन्होंने stones को देखा, stones से अच्छा इससे हम we can make it sharp, then we can actually kill animals, or we can actually see lit fire also. So fire was innovated first time. Then they saw okay, we can use this fire for cooking the food, plant products, or animals, so they could make the arrows and certain weapons they could Then slowly they innovated fire, and then slowly they started seeing कि but still they used to roam from here and there because उनके पास कोई proper place नहीं होता था, उनको खुद ढूंढना पड़ता था। slowly जब वो काफी evolve हो गए तो उन्होंने later then they thought कि why not to try something where we can grow on land, so they started cultivating. Cultivation came very later in evolutionary line of time, but once it came, then people started having their houses, shelter in areas which were closer to water outlets, क्योंकि the agriculture needed water. So most of the आप लोगों ने सोशल स्टडीज में पढ़ा होगा कि जितने भी आपके वैलीज हुए, राइट, व्हाट वैलीज क्या क्या particular type of things were there near Mohenjo-daro, and you have heard about these terms? Harappa culture, Mohenjo-daro culture.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So if you know that, so that culture also got established near water. So all such civilizations actually started near water resources, because people started doing agriculture, they started cultivating something, so they started staying in one place, okay, because they could get the food from one place. And that is one very important thing, कि when we get food, especially agriculture mein, so people started staying some place at some place, and then starting of civilizations took place. Okay, so therefore agriculture is very very important. Without agriculture, we have to live a life of nomad. So when plants of the same kind are cultivated at one place on a very large scale, okay, so that is known as agriculture, and that particular plant is known as crop. ठीक है, जैसे आपको कहीं पे एक आम का पेड़ दिख सकता है, बट अगर कोई आम का पूरा if someone wants to do agricultural practices, like someone wants to sell mango, then he needs what? He needs a big land where so many trees of the mango only should be there, and then he should collect mango, then he should see the manage it, and then we should distribute mangoes, right? Similarly, especially the wheat and rice, that is specially done manually, through human efforts, right? जैसे wheat है, wheat को एक ही जगह जब हम फील्ड में लगाते हैं, so then it becomes crop. ठीक है, ऐसे नहीं कि कभी कहीं अचानक से एक wheat का पौधा दिख गया, तो it's not a crop. Crop means when we cultivate one kind of plant on a large scale. Okay, so you already know that crops are of different types, like cereals, vegetables, fruits. These can be classified on the basis of the season, okay, in which they grow. So in India, if you see the climatic conditions, so what are the climatic conditions? It differs a lot, right? Some places its temperature varies, humidity varies, rainfall varies. So all these three parameters, they vary from one region to another region, right? So there's a rich variety of crops grown in different parts of the country. Okay, despite of this diversity, two broad cropping patterns can be identified, जो आपको याद रखना है, ठीक है? So one is known as Kharif crop, other is known as Rabi crop, ठीक है? So Kharif and Rabi जो दो तरह की crops होती हैं, crops को हिंदी में फसल बोलते हैं, okay? So ये जो फसलें होती हैं, these two crops are the main two type of crops. तो खरीफ हम किसको बोलते हैं? Kharif crops are sown in rainy seasons. They are sown in rainy seasons. ठीक है? So basically rainy season कब start होता है? जून में start होता है, जून middle और end में. So जून to September चलती है, ठीक है? इसमें क्या क्या आना चाहिए? Your paddy, maize, soybean, groundnut, cotton, So all those which needs lots of water, okay, so means they need water, that's why they are put in rainy season. ठीक है, रबी क्रॉप्स क्या होते हैं, ये विंटर सीजन लगाए जाते हैं. These are the crops which are sown in winter season. So they are grown from October to March in general. Okay, and that's why when we don't understand, but when the patterns of the season, when rain जब होनी है नहीं हो रही है, and when it is getting shifted from a time to other time, it actually disturbs so much of our agriculture processes. So many farmers, they undergo so much of loss because these crops are very very specific with the water and seasons also, temperature also is important. Okay, so all those things. So climatic changes due to pollution, due to our human interferences, so that leads to a lot of imbalance in the ecology, and agricultural practices are also hindered. So here rabi crops, what are the main examples? Wheat, gram, pea, mustard. Okay, all these are here. So you can see wheat is here and paddy is here. So ये दो crops आपको एक ही field में दिखते हैं. So एक season में paddy होता है, ठीक है, maize होता है, and दूसरे season में wheat होता है, या gram या pea, mustard, all these things. Okay. So beside these, pulses and vegetables are also grown during summer at many places. So what is the basic practices of crop production? Okay, so why paddy cannot be grown in winter season? Okay, think paddy requires a lot of water, therefore it is grown in rainy season. Okay, so that's why. So all the crops which are kharif crops, they cannot be grown in winter season because they need lots of water. Okay. So cultivation of crops involves several activities undertaken by farmers over a period of time. You may find that these activities are similar to those carried out by a gardener or even by you when you grow ornamental plants in your house. So these activities or tasks are referred to as agricultural practices. So what are the steps or what are the processes which are involved in agricultural practices? So here it is listed. First is preparation of soil. So first you have to check the quality of soil. You have to make it ready for the specific crop. Then there is a process of sowing. That means putting the seeds into the soil. Okay. Then adding manure and fertilizers. You have to provide proper nutrients, while plant is growing. Then irrigation. Irrigation will need different type of processes. Okay, like tilling, like watering, and many such things. Then you have to protect it from weeds. Weeds क्या होते हैं? The plants which are not the crop plants, and they grow between the crop plants, and they take the nutrients which are which we provide for the crops, and they grow many a times faster than the crops, and because their growth rate is faster, they overcome they overgrow, and crops crop plant doesn't get the proper nutrients, so आपका जो product मिलना चाहिए वो नहीं मिल पाता है. That's why these unwanted plants which are weeds, they have to be removed. Okay. Then there is harvesting. That means taking out the product from the crop. Okay, and then how to store that crop. जैसे आपने गेहूं एक बार उगाया, paddy, right? Now it is available in September, but now after September you will again grow it. So one whole year, after one whole year, you will get the same crop, paddy. So now what you, after harvesting it, you have to store it in a way so that it should not get ruined. And even if you want to provide it to people, distribute it to people, then also there's a proper storage required. वरना बीच में अगर वो खराब हो गया, then you will be at loss. And जिसको जिस तक आपको पहुंचाना है, they will not get the benefit. Right? Next is the preparation of soil. So someone can read it. Siddharth, can you read?
Yes, ma'am. Preparation of soil. The preparation of soil is the first step before growing a crop. One of the most important tasks in agriculture is to turn the soil and loosen it. This allows the roots to penetrate deep into the soil. The loose soil all allows the roots to breathe easily even when they go deep into the soil. Why does the loosening of soil allow the roots to breathe easily? The loosened soil helps in the growth of earthworms and microbes present in the soil. These organisms are friends of the farmers. They further turn and loosen the soil and add humus to it. But why the soil needs to be turned and loosened? You have learned in the previous classes that soil contains minerals, water, air, and some living organisms. In addition, dead plants and animals get decomposed by soil organisms. In this way, various nutrients in the dead organisms are released back into the soil. These nutrients are again absorbed by plants. Since only a few centimeters of the top layer of soil supports plant growth, turning and loosening of soil brings the nutrient-rich soil to the top so that plants can use these nutrients. Thus, turning and loosening of the soil is very important for cultivation of crops.
Okay. So here, so how we prepare the soil? The first step is by turning the soil and loosening it. Why? So turning or loosening से क्या होता है? First thing, the whole soil gets aerated, means properly air goes into the soil properly, which allows the roots of the plants to breathe easily. Second thing, there is a particular layer of the soil which contains all the nutrients. When we do this, so this nutrient gets mixed up and it becomes available for the plant. Okay. So the process of this loosening and turning, that is known as tilling or plowing. Okay, so the process of loosening and turning the soil is called tilling or plowing. So this is done by using a plow. Have you seen a plow? Everyone? किसी movie में देखा होगा? Everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is done by using a plow. Plow are made up of wood and iron. If the soil is very dry, it may need watering before plowing so that it becomes little soft. And the plowed field may have big clumps of soil. Okay, these big clumps are called crumbs. Okay, and it is necessary to break these crumbs, level the field, because leveling the field also helps in sowing. Okay, leveling of soil is done with the help of a leveler. So पहले आप क्या करते हो? टिलिंग करते हो. टिलिंग मतलब उसको लूजन करते हो soil को. Then there will be crumbs, उनको break down करते हो थोड़ा थोड़ा. ठीक है. Then after breaking down आप उस पूरे area को level करते हो. ठीक है. Leveling is done by a leveler. Okay, to make the level same throughout. Okay, after that you also add manure. Okay, after that means sometimes when the soil needs manure, you add manure ड्यूरिंग द लूजनिंग पार्ट. ओके, मैन्योर डाल करके उसको मिक्स करते हो प्रॉपरली एंड देन यू लेवल इट. ओके, so and before sowing the soil has to moist. Soil has to moist before sowing. So what are the agricultural implements? Before sowing the seeds, it is necessary to break soil clumps to get better yield. This is done with the help of various tools. The main tools used for this purpose are plow, hoe and cultivator. Okay, so what are these instruments we can see? So what is plow? ये बहुत पुराने समय से यूज हो रहा है. Plow is being used from long time back. ठीक है, आप ये पिक्चर जो आपकी बुक में दिया हुआ है, from there also you can see ये जो होता है, ये जो यहाँ पे बना हुआ है, this is plow only. ठीक है, आप अगर देखोगे तो अभी क्या है, पहले लकड़ी के होते थे, अभी आयरन के होते हैं प्लो. ठीक है, so different type of things you can see. I'll just show you the diagrams, the pictures of plow. So different types of plow are there. Now like animals are used sometimes, now machines are used, tractors are used, to pull it. So this is very previous type of plow. Okay, then apart from it, these are also used. Okay, these are iron made plow. Okay, this is used by machines like tractors and all to plow a larger area at the same time, so it saves the time. Okay, so that is that. So this is called plow. Okay, this is used by tractor. Tractor is it's a vehicle. This is tractor. Okay, a person uses it and then उसके पीछे क्या होता है, ये फ्लो को हम लिंक कर देते हैं and then बहुत बड़े fields like they can be tilled in a very short time. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So here you can see this is being used since ancient time for tilling the soil, adding fertilizers to the crop, removing the weeds and turning the soil. This is made up of wood, okay, and is drawn by a pair of bulls or other animals. It contains a strong triangular iron strip called plowshare. The main part of the plow is a long log of wood which is called plow shaft. Okay, there is a handle at one end of the shaft. The other end is attached to a beam which is placed on the bull's neck. Okay, one pair of bull and a man can easily operate the plow. The indigenous wooden plow is increasingly being replaced by iron plow nowadays. Okay, so we have seen both, right? So plow में क्या क्या चीजें होती है? It is made up of wood. There is a plowshare. Then there's a plow shaft. Okay, so that is there. Then next is your hoe. So what is hoe? It is also a simple tool which is used for removing weeds. You would have seen basically आपको मतलब हाथ में ले करके you just remove the weeds and loosen the soil. Okay, it has a long rod of wood or iron, a strong rod and bent plate. Okay, bent plate of iron is fixed to one of its end. देखो प्लो का आपको यहाँ पे डायग्राम दिया हुआ है, राइट? इसको शाफ्ट बोलते हैं, इस पोर्शन को प्लो शेयर बोलते हैं. ठीक है, ये जो होता है ये मिट्टी में जाता है और ये जो होता है ये आपके मतलब जो बुलक्स होंगे या जो भी है मतलब एनिमल्स उनके ऊपर फिक्स किया जाता है. ठीक है, सो हो इज व्हाट हियर यू कैन सी. ठीक है, so it is the strong broad bent plate. It is fixed to one of its ends and work like a blade. It is pulled by animals. Sometimes it is pulled by animals and sometimes it is manually done. Okay, so that is the, जैसे आप इसका बहुत सारा टाइप ऐसे देखोगे ना, you can see here this type. This is a kind of agricultural. Okay. So this is used for removing the weeds. Okay. Then last is cultivator. What is cultivator? Nowadays plowing is done by tractor driven cultivator. Okay, so the use of cultivator saves labor and time. Okay, so this cultivator मतलब मैंने जो बड़ा वाला आपको दिखाया, so that is fixed in the in a tractor and it is used for a bigger area and to save the labor and time. Okay, so these are three different types of tools which are used in agriculture. Next is sowing. How we do the sowing part. Okay, so sowing is an important part of crop production. So before sowing, good quality, and clean, healthy seeds, are required. Okay, so seeds have to be of good quality. It has to be clean and healthy. Okay, so and of a good variety. So they are selected. ठीक है, जो गुड वैरायटी, यहाँ पे बहुत सारी चीजें हम करते हैं. जैसे नाउ विद द हेल्प ऑफ बायोटेक्नोलॉजी एंड सो मेनी मॉडर्न टेक्निक्स we are improving the varieties of seeds, and then farmers, when they use good variety of seeds, they get good production. Okay, so farmer prefers to use seeds which give high yield. High yield का मतलब क्या होता है? जहाँ पे आपका जो इनपुट है उसके कंपैरिजन में आउटपुट इज वेरी हाई. ओके, दैट इज हाई yield. So activity is there. Take a beaker and fill half of it with water. Put a handful of wheat seeds and stir well. Wait for some time. Are there seeds which float on water? Would those be lighter or heavier than those which sink? Why would they be lighter? Okay, so basically lighter seeds क्या होते हैं? Lighter seeds will be like lighter जो seeds होंगे, they will only float and they become lighter because they are damaged. And when seeds become damaged, they become hollow. And when they become hollow from within, they become lighter, and that's why they float on water. So this is a basic method which is used to select, separate the good seeds from the healthy seeds from the unhealthy seeds, damaged ones. Okay, so before sowing, one of the important tasks is to know about the tools used for sowing seeds. ठीक है, so seeds को sow करने के लिए separate tools use करते हैं हम, right? So what are those? So first we'll see the traditional tools which are used. So the tools used traditionally for sowing seeds are, they have a shape like funnel. Okay, in shapes like funnel, and the seeds are filled into this funnel, and that is passed down through 2 or 3 pipes. Okay, having sharp ends. जैसे here you can see, right, ये funnel जैसा होता है यहाँ पे, and then there's a tube like, मतलब pipe is there. Okay, and ये जो हमारा plow होता है उसके साथ ही उसको attach कर देते हैं. जैसे लास्ट में जब plow चलाते हैं, आपका टिलिंग प्रॉपरली हो गया तो एक बार लेके जाते हैं और ये सीड्स को we start putting it. Okay, so these ends pierce into the soil and place seeds there. क्योंकि seeds को ऐसा नहीं होता है ना कि surface पे रख सकते हो. It should be at a certain depth, not too much, it's little only, but at a certain depth seeds should be placed. Okay, so then second is seed drill. तो funnel जो होता है वो तो manually करते हैं हम, right? Seed drill क्या होता है? Nowadays the seed drill is used for sowing with the help of tractors. This sows the seeds uniformly at equal distance and depth. It ensures that seeds get covered by the soil after sowing. तो ऐसा mechanism होता है कि आपका seeds जहाँ डाला, so next portion it will automatically cover it with soil. Okay, So this protects seed from being eaten by the birds. Sowing by using seed drills save time and labor. So this is used with tractors and all. Okay. So there is a nursery near my school. I found that little plants were kept in small bags. Why are they kept like this? Okay, so what happens, you would all have seen this, right? Nursery आप लोगों ने देखा होगा, उसमें small bags में plants को रखते हैं. क्यों रखते हैं? Seeds of few plants such as paddy are first grown in a nursery. When they grow into seedlings, they are transplanted to the field manually. Some forest plants and flowering plants are also grown in the nursery. तो हम बहुत सारे ऐसे plants होते हैं जैसे जो जिसमें सारे ग्रो नहीं कर सकते, तो उनको हम पहले नर्सरी में छोटे एरिया में ग्रो करते हैं, ठीक है, इन अ गिवन कंडीशन. जब वो छोटे छोटे प्लांट्स में कन्वर्ट होते हैं तो उनको हम फील्ड्स में शिफ्ट कर देते हैं, ठीक है. इससे क्या होता है, फील्ड में यू नो जितने भी हमारे प्लांट्स पुट करते हैं उनमें से यू नो लाइक मोस्ट ऑफ देम विल हैव द यू नो विल बी ग्रोन एज अ गुड क्वालिटी प्रोडक्ट. ऐसा नहीं होगा कि यू नो वी यू नो with this sowing for like say 1000 plants and then we are getting only 500 or 400 plants, rest all got damaged in between or did not produce properly, did not grow also. So when we shift it from nursery, this helps in the good yield. So appropriate distance between the seeds is necessary to avoid overcrowding. देखिए क्योंकि दो seeds अगर बहुत पास लगा दोगे तो क्या होगा, दोनों प्लांट्स एक ही एरिया के रिसोर्सेस के लिए compete करेंगे, लाइट के लिए compete करेंगे, so it becomes overcrowded and in that case many of times क्या होगा, one plant will sustain and other will slowly die. So that is not recommended. So there should be a proper distance between the seeds. Okay, sufficient light, nutrient and water from the soil should also be provided. Okay. Now next point is your manures. We have to, after sowing we need manures and fertilizers. Okay, so what are manures and what are fertilizers? These are the substances which are added to the soil in the form of nutrient, for healthy growth of plants. Okay, these are the substances, in the form of nutrients which are required for the healthy growth of plant. So soil supplies mineral nutrients to the crop plants. These nutrients are essential for the growth of plants, and we will study in higher classes that due to deficiency of a certain mineral, what particular kind of disease a plant can get. In certain areas, farmers grow crop after crop in the same field. The field is never left uncultivated or fallow. Imagine what happens to the nutrients. Tell me what can happen to the nutrients if you keep on growing something in the field continuously. Okay, so basically when we do continuous cultivation of crops, it makes the soil poor in nutrients. It makes the soil poor in nutrients. इसलिए क्या करना पड़ता है, when we have to do continuous cultivation, we have to provide additional nutrients to the field. Okay, and that additional nutrients are added to replenish the lost nutrient, replenish the soil with nutrient that is given through manures. Okay, that are given through manures and fertilizers. So manure is an inorganic substance obtained from the decomposition of plant or animal waste. Okay, so manure is the organic substance which is obtained from decomposition of plants and animal waste. Okay, so basically कैसे बनाते हैं हम लोग, like farmers, they will dump all the waste, plant and animal waste into a pit. Pit is it's a क्या बोलना चाहिए, गड्ढा जैसा खोदते हैं, in the soil. Okay, and there you keep on putting all the waste and then we allow it to decompose. We just cover it, and we leave it for some time. It decomposes, and after some time, by the activity of certain microorganism, it will become manure, which can be used for the plant. And this practice, actually, if we have some land area, we should always do it. Personally, I'll tell you, in my house, we have some, like, not very big, but kind of some land in the backside of our house. And our like parents, they have this habit that whatever we eat, so whatever vegetable peels and everything which is organic, not plastics and glasses, but other food stuff जो कि हम सबके घर में होता है, right? Whenever we make food, we will have those peels. So we don't throw it in garbage, like outside. We throw it in pit. We dig some pit, we throw it there, and after it fills, then we cover it, and then we dig the pit side of it, and again we do the same thing. So it all gets converted into manure, and we my father do some gardening there, and we get so many vegetables and flowers and fruits from that land. So that practice will actually reuse the garbage in your house, especially the biodegradable, the organic part, the fruit peels, the all those things which uh, can be degraded by microorganisms. Like plastics and all cannot be. So plastics, glasses, all those things are, we should not dump, but all organic part, like fruit peels, like leftovers also, you can put whatever we don't eat, or sometimes it remains there. Okay, so we throw it outside, so that it sometimes causes pollution also. Sometimes so many microorganisms can come in. So you dig up it, and then if you keep putting it there continuously, and then when it fills, you can just cover it up with the soil. So it gives the fertility to your soil. Okay, so farmers dump plants and animal waste in pits at open places and allow it to decompose. We covered it, right? So now here there's another activity. This is, take moong or gram seeds and germinate them. Select 3 equal size seedlings. Take 3 empty glasses or similar vessel, mark them A, B, C. Okay, then take the glass A, add what? Little soil mixed with little cow dung. In glass B, put the same amount of soil mixed with urea. And take C, where you put the soil without anything. Now put some water. Okay, so you have put what? You have put some seeds, moong dal. Okay, then you have added water. You have added soil. Then soil में एक में आपने क्या add किया? You have added cow dung. Then in another you added urea, and in C you did not add anything. Then you put some water. Okay, and then keep them in safe place. Okay, little water them daily. Then what you will see, what you will observe, you'll observe that A and B में growth आपको बहुत अच्छी दिखेगी. C में most probably you will not find growth, or even if you find, it will be very, very less or very slow. Okay, so that is how fertilizers, they help us. So this actually practice you can do in your houses. Now if you have some small containers, you can do it. Okay, so please try it at your houses. Okay, maybe you may not get cow dung in case, so you can get urea or some fertilizer. Okay, so did plants in all the glasses grow the same way? So I have already told you what will happen. So fertilizers are chemicals which are rich in particular nutrient. How are they different from manure? Okay, so how fertilizers are different from manure? Okay, so fertilizers क्या होते हैं? They are produced in factories. Okay, जैसे यूरिया जो है fertilizer है. Ammonium sulfate, sulfur phosphate भी बोलते हैं, potash, NPK. ठीक है, so these are what? These are produced in the factories. industries, chemical industries. So fertilizer industries. So here what is the thing? These are chemical fertilizers. These are known as chemical fertilizers. Okay, and cow dung, and these are manures, and some are biofertilizers. Natural fertilizers are biofertilizers, and these are chemical fertilizers. The use of fertilizers has helped farmers to get better yield of crops such as wheat, paddy, maize. But excessive, ये important है, but excessive use of fertilizers have made the soil less fertile. Fertilizers have also become a source of water pollution. ठीक है? So chemical fertilizers का क्या drawback है? So drawback or disadvantages of chemical fertilizers or the fertilizers which are given here. The fertilizers, the problem is the drawback or the disadvantages. Excessive use of fertilizer can decrease the fertility of the soil. Second thing, through leaching, that means through when you put water, sometimes soil, say water will go in water bodies. Okay, so that time what happens? Those fertilizers will go in water and they will cause water pollution. Therefore, in order to maintain the fertility of soil, we have to substitute fertilizer with some organic manures. Okay, or leave the field uncultivated in between two crops. ऐसे भी करते हैं, because if we leave the field uncultivated, so naturally जो field की fertility होती है वो regain हो जाती है natural way में. Okay, or many times the best is if you use cow dung. Okay, it is a very good manure. So the use of manure improves the soil texture as well as its water retaining capacity. It replenishes the soil with nutrients. So manures are better than fertilizers in that way, with these points, with respect to these points. Another method of replenishing the soil with nutrients is through crop rotation. ये आपको पता होना चाहिए. What is crop rotation? कि एक तो प्रोसेस हमने देखा कि फर्टिलाइजर्स की जगह हम क्या कर सकते हैं, मैन्योर्स को ऐड करके we put, or we leave the field as it is, uncultivated for between the two crops. We can do that. Or next way is, another way is crop rotation. Crop rotation का मतलब क्या होता है कि a particular type of crops we grow alternatively. Okay, so this is done by growing different crops alternatively. क्या होता है इसमें? Basically जो legumes होते हैं, ठीक है, legumes मतलब क्या चीजें, जैसे कि आपका चना हो गया या फिर peas or such things. Okay, so these legumes are the plants which when grown in the soil, they replenish the nitrogen in the soil, because these plants have some microorganism in their roots. In their roots some microorganisms grow and they convert nitrogen back into the soil. They gives nitrogen back into the soil. So क्या करते हैं बहुत सारे farmers, they will, after say paddy or wheat, they will grow legumes. और legumes को किस तरह से use करते हैं? Fodder. उनके जो animals होंगे, cattle होंगे, उनको they will feed with on legumes, and these legumes will replenish the nitrogen. See here, this help in the replenishment of the nitrogen in the soil, and after that again you put the wheat or paddy. So between the two main crops, Rabi and Kharif crops, mean wheat and paddy, we use some other crops which are legumes, which will fix the nitrogen in the soil. So ऐसी alternative crop production से हम we can replenish the nutrients in the soil, especially nitrogen, when we are talking about legumes. Okay, so this process is known as crop rotation. Okay, so farmers are always encouraged to adopt this practice. So like you have already learned about rhizobium. Okay, so rhizobium क्या होता है? Rhizobium is a bacteria which is present on the nodules of रूट्स ऑफ लेग्यूमिनस प्लांट्स, यही मैं आपको बता रही थी कि कुछ माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिजम्स होते हैं जो लेग्यूमिनस प्लांट्स के रूट में नोड्यूल्स पे होते हैं, रूट नोड्यूल्स में. सो वो ऑर्गेनिजम्स क्या है? राइजोबियम, विच इज अ बैक्टीरिया. Okay, so rhizobium is present in the root nodules of leguminous plants and they fix atmospheric nitrogen. Okay, is it clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, please keep replying in between because sometimes I feel that I'm speaking to a blank space. You know, sometimes if you keep telling yes or something, you know, sometimes you can ask questions also. Because in online, when I'm not seeing all your faces, you know, sometimes I feel कि आपको सुनाई दे रहा है कि नहीं, ऐसा नहीं. Okay, so this question can be asked: what is the difference between fertilizer and manures? Okay, so remember it properly. Difference between fertilizer and manures. So now let's see what are the advantages of manure. Okay, it is considered better than fertilizer, which I already told you. It enhances the water holding capacity of the soil. Okay, it makes the soil porous, due to which exchange of gases becomes. It increases the number of friendly microbes. Why so? Because like cow dungs and all these biofertilizers, which are manures, okay, they will have certain microorganisms. Okay, and these are friendly microorganisms, friendly to the agricultural crops. It also improves the texture of the soil. So these are the points, you know, which tells you about the advantages. Okay. Now the next step is irrigation. So after adding fertilizers and manures, we go on to the next step, which is irrigation. Irrigation का मतलब होता है to provide water to the field. Okay. So all living beings need water. We know for growth of anything, water is must. Okay. Without water, a living system cannot work. That's why आपने सुना है, you know, मतलब आप लोगों ने भी सुना होगा कि जब people first went to the other planets, they try to find कि water है कि नहीं है. अगर water नहीं है, then there is possibility कि कोई life नहीं है. But अगर कहीं उनको water मिलता है in any form, then they start thinking, because it represents a main factor. It is the main factor which represents the presence of life anywhere. Okay, so the presence of life can be seen by presence of water in any place, even in any newly discovered planets. Okay, so why so? Because water is actually so much required. If water is not there, then life won't exist. Okay, so here irrigation means supplying water. So water is important for proper growth and development. Water is absorbed by the plant roots. Along with water, minerals and fertilizers are also absorbed. Plants contain nearly 90% water. Water is essential because germination of seeds does not take place under dry conditions. ठीक है, ये भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. जब हम सीड जर्मिनेशन की बात करते हैं तो वहां पे भी वाटर एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट फैक्टर होता है. ठीक है, तो वाटर इज एसेंशियल फॉर सीड जर्मिनेशन. Nutrients dissolved in water are transported to each part of the plant. Okay, so water also protects crop from both frost and hot air currents. ठीक है, ये दोनों चीजों से water prevents the crop. To maintain the moisture of the soil for healthy crop growth, fields have to be watered regularly. Okay, the supply of water to crops at regular interval is called irrigation. So this is the definition. The supply of water to crops at regular intervals is called irrigation. The time and frequency of irrigation varies from crop to crop, soil to soil, and this is very important because every plant will need a specific amount of water. अगर जिसको बहुत कम पानी का जरूरत है उसको आपने ज्यादा वाटर सप्लाई कर दिया, so what will happen? Plant will die. Similarly, plants which needs proper water and you don't supply water, then also it won't grow. Okay, so therefore it will vary from crop to crop. It also vary in different soils and different seasons. Okay, so in summer frequency of watering will be higher obviously. Okay, because क्यों ज़्यादा होगा, क्योंकि plant will evaporate with high rate. ठीक है, due to increased rate of evaporation of water, we need to supply more water to the plant in summers. Okay, so what can be sources of irrigation? आपको पता है ये तो बहुत समय से चलता आ रहा है, राइट? वेल्स हो सकते हैं, ट्यूब वेल्स, पॉन्ड्स, लेक्स, रिवर्स, डैम्स, कनाल्स. Okay, so all these can be the sources of water for irrigation. What were the traditional methods? लोग कुएं से पानी निकालते थे, उसको डाल देते थे, या फिर छोटे मोटे चैनल से. सी हियर, दिस इज नोन एज मोट. ठीक है, एक पुली सिस्टम होता है, पुली सिस्टम से बार बार पानी निकाला जाता है एंड देन इट इज पुट हियर. ठीक है, सी मोट इज द फर्स्ट प्रोसेस. यहाँ पे आप देख रहे हो, दिस इज पुली सिस्टम. देन देयर इज अ चेन सिस्टम, चेन पंप बोलते हैं. ये होती है चेन पंप. ठीक है, वो क्या करते हैं, अंदर वाटर वेल होता है, उससे पंप करके बाहर निकालते हैं. ठीक है, देन थर्ड इज ढेकली. ठीक है, ये क्या होती है, ये इस तरह का एक सिस्टम होता है. ठीक है, यू कैन सी हियर. ओके, सो बेसिकली यहाँ पे भी एक सिस्टम लगाया जाता है जिससे पानी वेल से बाहर निकाल के उसको प्रोवाइड किया जाता है. और चौथा होता है लीवर सिस्टम. ठीक है, लिवर सिस्टम जो होती है, इसको राहत बोलते हैं. दैट मतलब बहुत बार एनिमल्स यूज किए जाते थे उसको मारने के लिए, और अदरवाइज मशीन्स आर आल्सो यूज्ड. ठीक है, सो पंप्स आर कॉमनली यूज्ड फॉर लिफ्टिंग वाटर. अब लाइक नाउ ये मतलब these are not used, animals are not so used, so pumps are used for lifting water. ठीक है, डीजल, बायोगैस, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी एंड सोलर एनर्जी इज आल्सो यूज्ड टू रन दीज पंप्स. ओके, सो यहाँ पे आपको डिटेल्स नहीं बताया, बस आपको नाम याद रखने हैं कि इरिगेशन में क्या क्या चीजें यूज की जाती हैं. ठीक है, सो यू कैन जस्ट रिमेम्बर दीज नेम्स. ओके, देन कमिंग टू मॉडर्न मेथड्स. मॉडर्न मेथड्स में क्या क्या आते हैं? स्प्रिंकलर सिस्टम. ये आपने देखा होगा बहुत सारे गार्डन्स, इफ यू वुड हैव सीन, वहां पे क्या होता है, गार्डन के बीच बीच में बहुत सारे स्प्रिंकल्स, ऐसे छोटे छोटे आउटलेट्स होते हैं जो कि हर एक डायरेक्शन में पानी को स्प्रिंकल करते हैं. ठीक है, एंड आफ्टर अ रेगुलर इंटरवल ऑफ डिस्टेंस they are kept so that all the area should get uniform water. ठीक है, so this system is more useful on the uneven land. ठीक है, where sufficient water is not available. ठीक है, जैसे अगर कहीं लैंड है जहाँ पे स्लोप है या फिर अनइवन है, तो वहां पे क्या होता है, अगर आप तो वो मोट और ये सब से पानी डालोगे तो इक्वली नहीं पहुंचता है, तो वहां पे क्या करते हैं, स्प्रिंकलर सिस्टम को यूज करते हैं अपन. ओके, so here perpendicular pipes having rotating nozzles. ठीक है, rotating nozzles on the top are joined to the main pipeline, and there you just put water is allowed to go through the these points through pump. ठीक है, it escapes from the rotating nozzle and sprinkle on the top surface. ठीक है, मतलब और इसका वो कैसा होता है, like rain, like it rains the same way it goes to the land. ठीक है, second system is drip system. What is drip system? Here water falls drop by drop directly near the roots. ठीक है, यहाँ पे इस तरह का सिस्टम होता है. ठीक है, और उसको हम स्लोली 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 उसमें से पानी ड्रिप करता रहता है. ठीक है, स्पेशली फ्रूट्स के लिए ये सिस्टम यूज किया जाता है. ठीक है, फ्रूट प्लांट्स, गार्डन्स. ठीक है, सो हियर दिस ड्रिपिंग सिस्टम इज यूज्ड. ठीक है, और दिस इज अ वेरी गुड टेक्निक जहाँ पे पानी की अवेलेबिलिटी बहुत ज्यादा नहीं होती है. ठीक है, वेयर वाटर इज नॉट सो मच अवेलेबल, वहां पे ये ड्रिपिंग सिस्टम करते हैं, क्योंकि इससे पानी का लॉस बहुत कम होता है, बट it is sufficient for growing these plants. ठीक है? So दो systems modern में हमने देखा, sprinkler system and drip system. Is it clear or do you have any doubt?
Yes, ma'am.
Clear? What happened to
ma'am.
you, Karthik? Why you are so late? I mean, I didn't see you before. Are you attending the class from the starting or you joined in between? Okay, if you have not if you could not attend some of the parts, you please hear the recording. Okay, I will be sending a recording. Okay, so next is protection from weeds. Okay, how much is remaining? Okay, so do you have time or you have any other class from 6:30?
Ma'am, we have chemistry class from 7.
Chemistry class from 7. So we can extend 5-10 minutes more, right? Will
मैम मेरे को थोड़ा इंग्लिश पढ़ना है.
English पढ़ना है, ठीक है? We won't take much of time. We will just finish it. So protection from weeds. This is the next. Like ये crop plants के साथ कुछ unwanted plants, will also grow. Okay, so they are known as weeds. ठीक है? So these are undesirable plants which grow along with crop. ठीक है? Which naturally grow along with crops. Okay, so these weeds have to be removed. Okay, and the removal of weeds is known as weeding. So weeding is necessary, okay, since weeds compete with the crop plants, okay, and that competition can be for water, nutrients, space, and light. Okay, so for all these resources they compete with crop plants, and we don't want them, right? We need crop plants, so we need to remove them. Okay, thus they affect the growth of crop and yield also decreases. Okay, so there are many ways, so just say for example, tilling before sowing of crop helps uprooting the killing of weeds. क्योंकि weeds कहाँ से आएंगे? Weeds which are already there, because seeds तो हम sow करते हैं, but वो जो particular land है उसमें हो सकता है कुछ ऐसे weed के seeds हो या कुछ weeds already हो. Okay, so they will grow because we are not sowing seeds of weed plants, right? So they are growing automatically. So if we do tilling process properly, so many of the weeds can be uprooted and we can take it out during the tilling process. Okay, so the best time for removal of weed is before they produce flowers and seeds. Okay, so the manure removal, so the manual removal includes physical removal of weeds by uprooting. So ये normally पहले किया जाता था और इसके लिए खुरपी यूज करते थे. This is खुरपी. खुरपी is like small kind of tool जिससे आप हाथ से बैठ करके उसको रिमूव करते हो, like weeds को अलग से individually निकालते हो. ठीक है, so that is खुरपी. ठीक है, जैसे आप here you can see, can you see, ये होती है खुरपी. ये हाथ से बहुत सारे लोग जो गार्डनिंग करते हैं अपने घरों में भी, so they will see this is खुरपी. ठीक है, this is not खुरपी, this is something else. This is हसिया, ये हार्वेस्टिंग के टाइम पे यूज होता है. This is actually the खुरपी. ठीक है, so इसको यूज करते हैं for removing the weeds. ठीक है, तो वीडिंग प्रोसेस के लिए नॉर्मली खुरपी यूज करते थे मैनुअली. ठीक है, a seed drill is also used for to uproot the weeds. दूसरा प्रोसेस क्या है? दूसरा क्या है? seed drill. Seed drill is another way for removing the weeds. ठीक है, so then weeds are also controlled by using weedicides. Weedicides क्या होते हैं? Weedicides chemicals होते हैं. ठीक है, जो कि वीड वाले प्लांट्स को डिस्ट्रॉय कर देते हैं, बट अगेन दे कैन कॉज सम पोल्यूशन। जैसे कि हम केमिकल फर्टिलाइजर्स की बात कर रहे थे, वैसे ही वीडीसाइड्स या पेस्टिसाइड्स वो क्या करते हैं, दे कैन कॉज सर्टेन पोल्यूशन आल्सो। ठीक है, इसका एग्जाम्पल याद रखो 2,4-D, आपको बात तक याद रखना पड़ेगा। सो 2,4-D इज वन ऑफ द मेन एग्जाम्पल ऑफ वीडीसाइड। ठीक है, इनको क्या करते हैं, स्प्रे कर देते हैं फील्ड में, और इससे क्या होते हैं, वीड्स विल die, and these weedicides are very specific to the weeds, so they do not kill the or damage the crop plants. Okay, so as already mentioned, the weedicides are sprayed during the vegetative growth of weeds before flowering and seed formation. Spraying of weedicide may affect the health of farmers. ठीक है, ये भी एक disadvantages होता है। ठीक है, so it may affect the health of farmer, so they should use these chemicals very carefully, and they should cover their nose and mouth with a piece of cloth during the spray. ये तो how it should be used. ठीक है, and again these things are chemical and they are harmful, so they also pollute the environment. ठीक है, the next is your harvesting. Okay, what is harvesting? Taking the product from the crop. Harvesting of a crop is an important task. Okay, so basically it is cutting of the crop after it gets matured. Okay, so in harvesting, crops are pulled out or cut. ठीक है, आपने देखा होगा कट करते हुए, like जैसे वीट या पैडी को, या समटाइम्स जो टी फील्ड्स होते हैं, चाय के बागान, वहां पे लोग मैनुअली टी के लीव्स को प्लक करते हैं। ओके, सो हम जब वो मैच्योर हो जाता है क्रॉप, तो उसको जब हम कट करते हैं तो दैट इज कॉल्ड एज हार्वेस्टिंग। ठीक है, एंड यूजुअली हमने देखा 3 to 4 months लगता है हर एक क्रॉप को, चाहे वो खरीफ हो चाहे वो रबी हो। ओके, बोथ विल टेक 3 to 4 months। ठीक है, और फिर उसके बाद जैसे ही वो मैच्योर होता है उसको हार्वेस्ट किया जाता है। ठीक है, सो हार्वेस्टिंग इज डन बाय सिकल, जो हमने अभी देखा था, खुरपी के साथ एक और मैंने दिखाया था, दिस इज सिकल। इससे आप क्या करते हो, हार्वेस्ट करते हो। ठीक है, तो ये पुरानी टेक्निक थी। इसके अलावा हम हार्वेस्टर इज न्यू मशीन विच इज यूज्ड फॉर हार्वेस्टिंग। ठीक है, सो हार्वेस्टर इज यूज्ड फॉर harvesting process. ठीक है, in the harvested crop the grain seeds need to be separated. ठीक है, this process is called threshing. threshing के लिए एक मशीन होती है जिसको हम बोलते हैं थ्रेशर, सेम प्रोसेस के ऊपर ही उसका नाम है। ठीक है, सो थ्रेशर जो होता है that helps in threshing. ठीक है, removing the वो क्या बोलते हैं, जैसे गेहूं है, गेहूं को आपको पैडी से निकालना, मतलब गेहूं को वीट से निकालना होता है। ठीक है, सो द ग्रेन नीड्स टू बी सेपरेटेड, करेक्ट। सो इसके अलावा आजकल क्या होता है, बहुत सारी ऐसी मशीन्स आती हैं जो हार्वेस्टिंग और थ्रेशिंग ये दोनों प्रोसेस को कंबाइन कर देती हैं। ठीक है, सो आजकल ज्यादातर ऐसी मशीन्स आती हैं, जैसे आई विल शो यू वन इमेज that will give you proper understanding. Here you can see this particular machine. Okay, ये क्या करती है, ये पूरी की पूरी फसल को क्या करती है, कट करती है, और कट करने के साथ साथ उसको पूरा थ्रेशर भी, उसके साथ ही थ्रेशर भी होता है। ठीक है, सो जैसे ये कटिंग हो रही है इसमें, ठीक है, कटिंग के साथ उसमें थ्रेशर होता है, तो सीधे सीधे सीड्स को सेपरेट भी करती जाती है। ओके, सो दिस इज नोन एज कंबाइंड हार्वेस्टर। ठीक है, इज इट क्लियर?
Yes, ma'am.
So this is about harvesting. Farmers with small holding of lands do the separation of grain and chaff by winnowing. ठीक है, ये होता है जब जिनके फील्ड बहुत ज्यादा बड़े नहीं है, छोटे हैं, तो वो उनके पास इस तरह का एक वो होता है, इंस्ट्रूमेंट होता है, जिससे वो क्या करते हैं, उसको मैनुअली मतलब छोटे लेवल पे वो ग्रेन को सेपरेट करते हैं, इसको विनोइंग कहते हैं, ठीक है। एंड हार्वेस्टिंग के बाद यूजुअली कोई ना कोई फेस्टिवल होता है पूरे इंडिया में। यू विल सी many of the festivals are harvest festivals like Baisakhi, like Bihu, Pongal. ये सारे जो festivals होते हैं ये in our culture started when farmers they used to harvest their crops, so they used to be happy after getting the grains, their result of their efforts. So that is harvest festivals. Now after that, this is the last process, that is the storage. How do we store the grains? We are talking mainly about grains, right? So we have to store the grain in a place जहाँ पे क्या होना चाहिए, मॉइस्चर बहुत कम होना चाहिए, इंसेक्ट्स, रैट्स, माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिजम्स नहीं होने चाहिए. द प्लेस शुड बी फ्री फ्रॉम मॉइस्चर, इंसेक्ट, रैट्स, माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिजम्स. ठीक है, मॉइस्चर इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फैक्टर. ओके, मॉइस्चर अगर ज्यादा होगा, जितना ज्यादा जिस चीज में मॉइस्चर होता है वो चीज उतनी जल्दी खराब होती है. ठीक है, ये एक फैक्ट है. ठीक है, जिस चीज में जितना ज्यादा वाटर कंटेंट या मॉइस्चर होगा, ओके, दैट will ruin faster. ओके, तो जैसे ग्रेन्स में मॉइस्चर बहुत कम होता है, राइट. ग्रेन्स आप जब करते हो पकने के बाद, मतलब मैच्योर होने के बाद, उसमें मॉइस्चर बहुत कम होता है. तो उसको हम ऐसे एरिया में अगर रखें जहाँ पे मॉइस्चर कंटेंट बहुत कम है और फ्री फ्रॉम ऑल दीज इंसेक्ट्स एंड ऑल, देन वी कैन स्टोर इट फॉर अ ईयर और मोर देन दैट. ठीक है, बट लाइक जैसे अगर हमको यही चीज ग्रेन्स की जगह, इफ वी हैव टू डू इट फॉर फ्रूट्स और वेजिटेबल्स, वी कैन नॉट स्टोर देम फॉर अ वेरी लॉन्ग टाइम, क्योंकि उनका मॉइस्चर कंटेंट ज्यादा होता है, राइट. इफ वी टॉक अबाउट टोमेटोज और ऑल दोज थिंग्स. सो बिकॉज वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट ग्रेन्स, we can actually store it for a very long time if we provide proper conditions. ठीक है, तो पहले क्या करते हैं, हार्वेस्टेड ग्रेन्स को हम बहुत बार ड्राई करते हैं. ठीक है, स्टोर करने के पहले ड्राई करते हैं. अगर हम उनको विदाउट ड्राइंग स्टोर करेंगे तो इट मे गेट स्पॉइल्ड. ओके, इट मे गेट स्पॉइल्ड. तो इसलिए उनको और ड्राई किया जाता है ताकि उस सीड में, मतलब उस ग्रेन में मॉइस्चर कंटेंट शुड डिक्रीज बिफोर स्टोरेज. ठीक है, सो अच्छा, और क्या क्या मॉइस्चर होने से व्हाट कैन अटैक? बैक्टीरिया, फंजाई, फंगस तो अटैक कर ही सकता है. फंगस तो मॉइस्चर होने से ही अटैक करेगा. अगर मॉइस्चर कम है तो फंगस ऐसी जगह पे ग्रो ही नहीं कर सकता. ठीक है, सो नाउ व्हाट आर थिंग्स यूज्ड. ठीक है, सो ग्रेन्स को हम सिलोस में रखते हैं, ग्रेनरीज में रखते हैं. ठीक है, पेस्ट और रैट और इंसेक्ट से बचाने के लिए. ठीक है, सो यूजुअली जूट बैग्स या मेटालिक बिन्स में डाल करके उनको रखा जाता है. लार्ज स्केल जब स्टोरेज होता है तो सिलोज एंड ग्रेनरीज में होता है. ठीक है, सो सिलोज, यू हैव सीन सिलोज एंड ग्रेनरीज. हैव यू सीन?
No, ma'am.
So it looks like this. You can see. It's a big containers जहाँ पे पूरे conditions को maintain किया जाता है. ठीक है, and these are silos. ठीक है, used for storage of grains, big containers. ठीक है, this is for very high scale production. ओके, जैसे कि आपको उसके, आप लोग राइस खाते हो ना, क्या नाम आता है, बिरयानी राइस जिसका बनता है. What's the name of that product, that company which we use for parties, the big long rice?
India Gate.
Yeah, India Gate. Okay, so India Gate ka, if you see, so these are big companies, they are selling on a very large scale. So what they will do for the storage, they use these silos and granaries. Okay, so and basically घर में जब करते हैं तो हम क्ले का भी बनता है. ठीक है, क्ले का भी बनता है जिसमें नीम लीव्स और बहुत सारे स्पेसिफिक केमिकल्स डाले जाते हैं to protect them from microorganisms. Okay, then same thing. After completing this table, this is a table you have to complete. Make the following table in your notebook and complete it. Food and what are the sources? Whatever food you remember and their sources. Okay. So many people living in the coastal area consume fish as a major part of their diet. In the previous classes, we have learned about the food that we obtain from plants. So we have just seen that process of crop production involves a number of steps like selection of seeds, sowing, etc. Similarly, animals को भी जब हम देखते हैं तो वहाँ animal rearing में भी बहुत सारे steps होते हैं. ठीक है, have to be provided with proper food, shelter, care. So जब हम animals के rearing, storage और production management की बात करते हैं, so that is known as animal husbandry. Okay, so we were talking about crops. Okay, when we talk about animals, management of animal as a food and for many products. Okay, so that is taken care under animal husbandry. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Please go through the questions. If you face any doubt, please feel free to ask. Okay, so we are done with this chapter. Okay, please go through the questions. Okay, is there any doubt to anyone?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so then in that case we will end the class here. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, bye bye.
Okay,
See
ma'am.
you all.
Bye, ma'am.